I speak unto thee this day, and I say that I desire to give thee sobering truth. Now listen to me. For I say that the truth of it is that men have thought they were basking in blessings. They have promoted the blessings. They have promoted the promises that are favorable unto them. And oh, they have lived so sumptuously, luxuriously, and they declared that idol-loving God was doing the same for them. But I say they are fools, blinded fools, for I say they have realized not that I've turned them over to their lust. That is, I have turned them over to become the captive slaves of the very lust, the very greed, the very covetousness that they were full of. And I say all the while they claim that it is me, the living God, who was blessing them. No, I was cursing them. I say that I've been cursing and cursing and cursing men, and I say they are too dumb to realize what I do. That is, I have turned them over to be consumed of the covetousness, the greed, the lust that is in their hearts. That is, I have turned them over to their false gods, their idols, and I say, now we shall see. I say, when I release my wrath, my vengeance, my fury upon them, we will see what their gods can do for them. That is, we will see what their multiplied idols can do in reference to sustaining them, to keeping them, to directing them. For I say it is me, the living God, who will turn any man or woman over unto their lust if they persist and insist in the same. And I say all the while they can proclaim that it is me, the living God, that it is my blessing upon their lives. But I say the truth of it is they are blinded, full of greed and lust and covetousness, desiring merely to fulfill the flesh. And I say when they are taken into captivity of the same, I say it is a miserable state of life. For I say they shut me out by pursuing and pushing their own agendas. Then the day comes that idol-loving God take my hands off them. Then I say they are consumed of the lust drive that has been in them all along. And I say all the while they may think they've gained something, they've gained the way of their own damnation. And I say so it is with this wicked generation who wanted nothing but what they could gain in this life, who wanted nothing but to live in sensuality and the exhibition of their lust, who wanted nothing except the prosperous promotion of their own way. Now I say they are bound in the same, and they will not escape when my wrath, my fury, my indignation is revealed upon them. For I say it is me, the living God, who knows exactly what men want, and I say there are literally wayward generations when all turn aside to go whoring from me. That is, they are panting and ranting to gain the ways of the heathen, the ways of the world, and I say they are loving it so. And then they think, if I, the living God, have turned them over, that I've indeed blessed them. Oh, how blind they are. That is, it is if you would put a man in a prison, and he would go around and proclaim that I had blessed him in the same. No, the fool has been locked up, he's been put in prison for his crimes, and I say that is where he will remain. But I say my people, or so they call themselves, are so stupid, so dull, so dumb in this wicked generation. I say they've been turned over to the idols, to the gods of the world. That is, they've been turned over to the demon forces that keep the heathen enslaved day after day. And I say they've been turned over, and all the while they are strutting and boasting and spouting as to how blessed they are. They are nothing but cursed and damned fools who are so blinded in their pride. That is, they are cursed because they have opposed my way. They desired the way of the world, and I say that I've given it unto them. And I say they are damned because they have chosen the way of destruction above the way of life. And I say that they will be taken down in the throes of their lovers, that is, the things they have loved more than me. And I say that the things that they were so eager to gain will prove to be the captors who keep them in captivity day after day. I say this day the idol-living God never ever intended such a place for my own people, but I say they love it so. I say I intended that the ones who are mine would walk circumspectly, would desire to be under my rule, and rejoice with the same. And I say that I desired that my people would learn what it is to abide satisfied, to be content with my provision unto them. But I say because they refuse to deal with the inward darkness, I say they are now consumed of the same. and oh, how broad their smiles are, and oh, how big their exclamations of praise unto me. But I say they are blinded fools. For I say, in the grease of their own prosperity, or so they imagine they are rich men who remain forever, I say they will howl in the agony of the same. For I say that the rich men who have made it in this life will not enter in if they've done it in opposition to me. That is, if they've chosen a way that idol-living God never ever intended and prospered in the same. I say there are multitudes and multitudes and multitudes, oh yes, the world celebrates them. That is, they speak well of them, for they have taken up the same demon forces and are enslaved to the same. That is, they are ever lusting and panting and grabbing and grasping on every hand. And I say, because they have chosen to be locked in such a way, it is me, the living God, who has put them in the prison house of the same. And I say, all the while they are coaxing others to come into the same prison, to come into the same captivity and bondage, to come into the same death of the spirit life. And oh, don't they really look good, the ones with the big grins, the ones with the big jewels, the ones with the big shows? Oh, how great they are. But I say they are not great before me, except to be estimated as great fools. For I say they are fools who have gone a-whoring, who have sold their inheritance, and now they are in the prison houses of shame. I say this day that idol-living God have locked many up in this wicked generation, because that is justly what they deserve. That is, they are locked in with the demons, they can never have enough, they are driven mad. And I say that their lust, their covetous greed is made manifest day after day. For I say that they cannot speak of me, they cannot speak of the eternal treasure, but only what they can gain in this life. And I say they are making promises unto others to lure them in to the same whorehouse of deception that they are in. Now stop and consider how stupid, how dark, how evil it is when men will take up that which is stupidity and darkness, that which is vanity, and say that they are being blessed by me. I say they are fools, blinded fools, and I say they are drunk and intoxicated on what it is they have chosen above me. I say this day that I, the living God, do show forth my wrath in many ways that men do not even perceive. But I say, nonetheless, it is me, the living God, who does punish and punish and punish such fools. For I say, even amongst the grinning captives, the prisoners, the ones who are slaves of the demons that they have chosen above me, I say there is remembrance of me. That is, in the depths of their heart, they remember when they were needy, they remember when they were poor, they remember when they were miserable, and they cried out unto me. That is, they remember when I gave them deliverance, when I gave them salvation, when I gave them mercy, yet I say they abandon the same. Now I say, because they had their affairs of adultery with that which I had forbidden, I say they are the continual prisoners of the same. And I say that the demons they have loved more than me will be the ones who rule over them day after day. Now you stop and consider when men are so rich in this world that it's utterly disgusting, yet I say they are ever demanding and commanding more, they are ever pleading and begging and prophesying that they should receive more. What do you think that is? I say that is demon activity, because they are in the prison house of the same. And I say they cannot walk circumspectly before me, because they have chosen the way of drunkenness. Now I, the living God, have sealed them in the same. And I say they will stagger, they will boast, they will rant, they will rail, and it is all to no avail. For I say, no matter how much they gain, they must have more, because they are imprisoned to the lust. That is, the greed, the covetous longing to have more and more and more and more. They are never satisfied. And I say they are ever putting on new faces, new schemes, new plans to gain what it is they think they must have. But I say, for all of their gain, they have lost out with me. I say, for all of their gain, I say they are damned, because they have chosen the glitter, the glitz, the fame, the acclaim, and I say they have proved to be that they are not worthy of me. I say this day that I, the living God, am not accepting the greedy hogs who go on in their lust, their greed, until I lock them up in the same. That is, if they will continue to be living in that which is nothing but covetousness, and lust for the things of the world, and lust for sensuous flesh, and lust for all of that which I've forbidden unto them, I say that I, the living God, will lock them in the same. And the truth of it is, in my wrath I will throw away the key. I say this day, do not think they get by, do not be envious of them, do not be demanding and commanding as far as their portion goes. For I say that the truth of it is me, the living God, who is locking them and sealing them, and of course they are damned. And I say all the while they strut in the presence of men, I say they will not strut when they are before me. But I say they will end up as dissipated heaps, weeping and howling and moaning and pleading for mercy. But I say that I will give them none. For I say it is me, the living God, who will indeed bring forth my wrath in fuller strength, in fuller power upon them, because they are mere men who have proven to be fools. And I say they gave their souls unto the demon forces in order to make gain in this life. And I say all the while they were proven to be lying messengers full of falsehood, claiming that they had gained great blessing from me. And I say all the while it was me, the living God, who had released them to the curses that they longed for and desired. I say this day count it a privilege to have my hand upon thee, to have my guidance over thee, to keep thee in my way. I say do not be craving in your mind and your imagination for that which I have forbidden unto thee. I say do not be as the fools who have fellowship with demons in the realm of imagination, for I say it is the time those things shall be made manifest in thee. That is, if you are yielding to filthy imagination, to lustful imagination, to greedy imagination, and I turn the same upon thee, what is it that you bring forth? I say likewise in this wicked generation there are all kinds of lustful things that men are giving themselves unto. That is, they are claiming that they love me, that they serve me. Then I say they are lusting to kill the ones who oppose them. They are lusting for bloodshed. They are lusting for violence. They are lusting for those things that I, the living God, do not intend for them to live in. And I say all the while because they live in the secret realm of imagination and think somehow they get by, I say it is me, the living God, who will unleash the demon forces that they have loved more than me upon them, and they will be consumed. And I say likewise with the greedy graspers who are ever strutting and boasting, longing and demanding and commanding for more and more and more, I say that I, the living God, will allow them to be smothered in the same. And I say that all that they have sought to accumulate will prove to be nothing except the sentence of death, destruction, and damnation of their souls. I say this day that I, the living God, do provide the way of my righteousness, and the ones who will be well-pleasing unto me will walk in the same. And I say that they will not take the preeminent seat that will end them in the prison house of their own shame. But I say instead they will be humbly seeking my counsel, my direction, my instruction day after day. And I say that they will be coming forth in that which I offer, that which I give unto them. I say this day count it a privilege to be knowing that I, the living God, will show mercy unto the ones who humble themselves before me. But I say that the ones who are far off and claiming I'm blessing them when they are literally cursed of me, I say they are under my wrath and my wrath shall increase. And I say if you look at it in terms of reality, in terms of eternity, in terms of the choices men make, I say what good is all of their gain? For I say that someone will come along and snatch it from them, and then where will they be? For I say there are always plenty who want the gain, there are plenty who try to take the same, and I say there's even the government factor to deal with. And I say for all of their cleverness, for all of their accumulation, for all of their slavery to their image of how great they are in their material gain, I say they can be reduced to beggars in shambles, brought to naught by me. And I say that I, the living God, am so bringing men down who once thought they remained forever in their cathedrals of glass, in their positive worlds. I say that I show them to be fools. And I say that many will walk by and laugh at them, as they are but reduced to the beggars and dunghills that they were all along. I say this day, do not think that I, the living God, do not know how to vindicate, how to show forth my wrath. I say that I do. And I say, do not be envious of the wicked, the falsely prosperous fools, who have sold their souls for the same. For I say they are locked in the prison houses of their shame. And I say it is me, the living God, who shall bring it down upon them. And I say then it will be evident to all that they are under my wrath, my fury revealed.